Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Y'all know we have to set the mood right, out here in the garden, get everything situated, you know. So, do what, turning our water sprinkler on is like lighting a candle in a good old warm soaking bath. That's what it's like to turn those sprinklers on. So that's setting the mood. But good morning to y'all. Thank you for being here. What y'all got going on this morning? As you can see over here in Florida, we having one of those box of chocolate moments that I told y'all about over here. You don't know what you gonna get when it come down to the weather. Cause actually today in Florida, it's kind of cool. And when I say cool, it's cooler out here than my air conditioner running on 72. And it was cool enough for me to bring a jacket out, a hoodie out here with me to the garden. So I gotta pick up so many things that I could do. But y'all seen yesterday we had to pull up our squash plants. We're gonna go over here for a moment. But yesterday we pulled our squash plants because they had squash borers in it. So we pulled them up and fed them to the chickens. So now we gotta find something else to go in the place of um our thing that we had to pull up. So we'll figure that out. I wasn't going to okay. We'll figure it out after a while. Y'all already know I'll probably be making you busy with the camera the way I be holding it down sometimes. But if they got to my squash already, then I'm almost thinking that next they gonna be into the cucumbers. We just gonna have to see how it gonna turn out. But so far that's what we done came up with is an empty space. And I haven't decided yet of what I'm going to put inside of that empty space that we now have created. And on top of that, last night we got some rain here. And I just said this morning what I'm gonna do is the area that I told you all I'm gonna start clearing up over this way. We finna start tilling that up, getting that ready, just so like it's a cleaner area for our watermelon and the pumpkin. Over there in that area right there, you can't see it real well. It just looked like a gray patch of dirt. And actually, it is a lot more than just a patch of dirt. That's our pumpkin patch over there. And so before, and listen, we ain't trying to be real fancy with it because I got so many pumpkin seeds. I have so many pumpkin seeds from pumpkins we had before, from other years or whatever, and we just pulling out old seeds and everything. And you see, the pumpkin patch is looking rather full. But what I don't want to happen is, see, we've been cleaning up slowly but surely. All of this area over here, I want to clean it up, get rid of all these vines and everything that's growing in this area. You see, we got cinder blocks and all of this stuff over here. So all of this stuff, I want to be situated because who want to be climbing through all of this stuff like the trees trimmed and everything? Good morning, Miss Coffee. um, the trees trimmed and everything, so that like when the watermelon get ready to, I mean, not the watermelon. I don't guess the watermelon gonna grow way over here, but I want to be able to let it grow over here freely and we just redirect it. But I don't want it growing up inside of bushes and stuff. So Yeah, we gonna use see this these cinder blocks. What you see right here, Miss Coffee. I told you I'm in the season now of instead of running to the store every time you need something for your garden. Girl, come out here on a treasure hunt and see what you got in your yard and start to use that. So, trust and believe. We're gonna figure out something to do with these here pile of cinder blocks. But let me tell you what these cinder blocks was used for. Remember, I told y'all a while back. This is for you ones who scared to like get out there and try and grow something. It ain't hard. Cause these bricks right here, we used to have them stacked on top of each other in the shape of a rectangle. And this was what we called our dump garden. We just boxed it off. So like you really couldn't see what was going on in there. And see, I had let my children paint certain sides of the brick. And Lord Jesus, don't let us run into a snake over here. I now thank you very kindly. All right. I let my kids paint some of them. You can see some of the colors on them or whatever. But right on the side of the house, we put what we called a garden, a dump. And what that meant was inside this box right here, we had dirt in it. And anytime we would get food from out the fresh food section, see, that's how I know so much about trying to grow stuff over in the fresh food section, because we had this dump garden. And whatever we bought out the fresh food section, we came out here and we throwed it in that pile, and the stuff started to grow. So that's why I can tell y'all, you don't have to be fancy with it now. You can grow some food without, doing all that other stuff and everything. But yeah, that's just a little part of it that I want to show y'all, that we're going to start to clean up this area, and I'm going to go run through it with the tiller, not necessarily trying to like clean it up to plant anything there, no nothing, but to pop up whatever up under the ground, and I'll just get rid of these vines and stuff like that. So, and also this area over here is the area I want the watermelon to run up under that area. So I want to get rid of all of those vines and stuff and go, cut back some to get all of that stuff situated. And so that's what we got going on today. And plus then we need to figure out what we're gonna put over in our other area where we just took our squash from. So it's like a toss up of, I looked in my bag and I seen um I don't know why, but I'm having crazy thoughts this morning. Garden bed border. Yep. I definitely can do that. I got a bunch of cattle panels and all of that kind of stuff like that I have to repurpose all of that stuff. But yesterday I shared on here that I have carrots, but I said I messed around and spoke it out loud and said I have a fear of planting my cabbages, my not cabbages, my carrots into the ground, because we got ground moles out here. So I'm like, what if you plant them and they just eat them all? Well, okay then. I don't guess the ground moles can eat all of those carrots, but then too, what are they helping while I'm just holding on to the seeds and I ain't doing nothing with them? So to stump the devil out, we gonna plant these carrot seeds, and we gonna see what it do. It might surprise us, what we get out of them. And then that's another way too to get my kids to eat carrots, because they won't eat them from the store. But whenever we grow them, it seems like they got some kind of magical power or something. So the kids eat them whenever we grow them, or they just enjoy um being able to have their own stuff growing. Okay, then we got some beets. I ain't never grown beets before. I don't even like beets. But ain't these beets dark red? Yeah, they beets. I'm looking at them through the camera with y'all. I don't eat beets. I ain't gonna say I don't eat them, because back in the days I remember used to eat the pickled beets. But okay, I ain't never tried to grow these before or whatever. But I got seeds and stuff, so it's gonna be cabbage. I got some radishes. Yeah, radish stuff that I don't eat or whatever. But like I told you, um, I try and plan a variety of different things because just because I don't eat them don't mean that you can't. There's not other people that do, and you can always like trade with people. Think outside the box. Don't just think like what you and yours gonna do, but grow something you might be able to trade with somebody else for something that you actually need or whatever. You know what I'm saying. But just letting y'all know like a little bit of some of the changes the garden went through. And they say there's a time that you can plant your squash and zucchini. Well, I got plenty of zucchini and squash, and I ain't even bring all of my seeds out here with me, but this you see our seed bag. We got seeds upon seeds upon seeds. We don't have no shortage of no seeds. So what we gonna put into the ground for our harvest? Because in real life, whatever you plant, whatever seed you throw out there on the ground, expect to get it back. That's for sure. So be careful about what you plant. I don't want no radishes or no nothing, but somebody else might want them. But I'm gonna go ahead and plant them, and I'm gonna plant them because I did it purposely. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about them seeds that sometimes you be planting, you forget that you planting the seed that come back and smack you upside the head. I'm them the kind of seeds right there that I'm talking about. I don't want to mess around and plant. So um thank you, Miss Coffee. Thank you very kindly. So I still ain't very sure what I want to do, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this what you call this thing this tiller after I give it my try of cranking it up a couple of times and it don't work like I supposed to, I move on to something else because sometimes it do what it supposed to do and other times it don't. I got my boots on too, Miss Coffee. I put my boots on today. So let me go over here. We gonna get this. Okay, we back now. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here to this tiller and we gonna see can we get it crunked. If we don't be able to get it crunked, we ain't finna do no tilling um right now. I ain't finna stress out about it, but Lego. See what we got going on here. If I'm lying, I'm flying, y'all. I think I just seen a snake. I think I just seen a snake. Let me see. Let me take the camera over here. Shy. He finna get ran over with this thing. See, us in this garden thing is not. Don't get along. What is that? Look at that. See that wiggling in there? I chopped something tail off or something. I don't know, y'all. I thought I seen our slide. Yeah. Oh Lord. I don't know what that is. Is that a lizard tail or something? I don't know what it is, but you know, hey, you know, we'll leave it. We'll leave it there for today. Yes, we will. Have husband out here. Okay. You know how you be wanting to help me and stuff. Well, you can help me right now by coming on out here and just till up this part of the yard because it ain't working right. Be my next thing. Okay, we gonna try it again. Lord have mercy. Okay, so I got my little walk on. I think I did what? That was 30, like 30 minutes of continuous exercise right quick. And it don't even feel like it. But that little situation right there was something quick that is, it's a little bit of work. Um, it's my exercise in the morning time. That's how I get our yard cleaned up, point blank, period. Our bell pepper is not looking that good. It's looking like it's trying to rot away, but look at all the blooms that's on it. I guess we'll have to wait and see what it gonna do. But that ain't looking that good. And the chickens up here going crazy for whatever reason. Sometimes they do that when some or whatever. But here we are, y'all. Back to our sprinklers. So y'all, we just tilled up some garden and getting some situations cleaned up. Like them situations when you trying to clean up something in your life, you know, it don't go away real quick. You nip at it little bit by little bit. And before you know it, your problem be gone. But you gotta work at it, chip at it just a little bit. Do a little bit at a time. It don't have to be a whole bunch. I'm telling you the well, I be saying, yeah, I be saying for some of the things that I do, I feel like I don't be doing anything. And I think that's because the situations that I done been through has taught me to ignore what the truth is and claim the opposite of whatever happening. So, and when I say that, let me explain this right here. In that way, I'm talking like if I come out here, like I just went and tilled that up, I tilled for a straight half an hour, right? But I still will go inside and I will be like, well, I didn't hardly do anything today. And I can come out here and I can do several beds. I can do a whole bunch of things at one time. But in my mind, I still feel like, I don't know. I guess I had this thing of, well, like, if you ain't going out and working in somebody's job and you bringing in a paycheck or whatever like that, it's like this is just stuff that you supposed to do. And so I'll be feeling like, I ain't really did anything. And then this stuff that I say I'm not really doing anything is the things that help me lose 120 pounds. But I'm still saying, um, I ain't do anything. And you right, Miss Coffee, good for the heart, getting your heart rate up. I underestimate that. And I'd probably need to get me a step or two. Just, as a reminder that I be saying that I feel like I don't be done did anything, after the day is over with. And probably if I put some steps to what it is that I be doing, then I'll probably come to the realization, girl, look at all these steps you took today. So yeah, no. I I at least try to come out here and get it in when I don't even feel like right now. I want my husband to move this trailer to move this trailer because y'all I don't know nothing about no driving no trailers or whatever. But I want him to move this trailer by this other dirt pile so I can start shoveling that dirt pile to put it on top of the trailer and move it somewhere so we can go to the next stage in that area that we in over there. But you know, it'll happen in due time. There's so many other things that, you know, I can do from there. And I'm still not finished over there, but I'm trying not to intrude. Um I try not to intrude on other people's part. Like my daughter, she always setting a project to the side and saying, "Okay, mom, this gonna be. I'm gonna do this part right here." And sometimes she come home, I be done got so carried away that I done did the part that she said she gonna do, and I'll be like, well, I did that part of whatever," and she is like, she always looked like she grateful for that I did it, and she was like, "Oh, okay, then, thank you." And then I just like, "You just have to do this part." But she was like, and then you'll hear her talking later on. Like if her dad asked her, "Well, what you finna go do?" And she was like, "Well, I was finna go and till up that part of the garden, but since mom already did it for me, just the way she's saying it is like, she really didn't want me to do it. She wanted to do it. Kids when they be young, they see the heavy machinery and all of that stuff you be using, and they be trying to get their chance too to let me utilize it too. So she don't be with that junk that I be doing her work, doing her part of the job for, especially when it come down to using like a drill, a saw, a tiller, any of that stuff. And by the way, over here, you can help me till up the garden by when you come through. Just hit the thumbs up. That help till up some soil over here. Help us grow over here, if you don't mind. Thank you very kindly. Um, but yeah, there's a whole lot to do, and for those of you who the gym ain't for everybody. I don't want to go to a gym and be around a whole bunch of people and stuff all day to go walk on a treadmill. No, none of that. That's not my setting. And I'm not saying that it ain't for everybody. But there's different ways of getting your exercise in and doing little things. Find little projects and stuff that you want to get done around your house. Um, Preferably outside, but you can get exercise on the inside of your house too. If you don't feel like that ain't your scenery or whatever, don't let that be an excuse as to not get any exercise in. There's different ways of getting exercise in. Get it in. Let's go and grow. So and now let me see what else I had on my mind. I know one thing I was telling my husband last night that I was when I was out here yesterday. I was saying this yesterday was going to be a relaxing day. That's what I woke up and heard in my mind, in my spirit, that I'm supposed to have a relaxing day yesterday. So when I came out here, though, I told y'all, you talk to your garden, you leave all your troubles out here, you leave your troubles in the soil and everything, and then, you know, same thing. You know, your plants will talk to you and stuff when you come out here. You talk to them, they talk back to you. Now, you might think I'm crazy for saying the plants talk to you. They speak a different language. Like different people speak different languages. Plants talk too. Okay, and in that way, let me explain to y'all what was happening yesterday. So I'm saying I'm gonna have a relaxing day. So as I'm walking over to set the sprinklers yesterday, my plants over there, they used to me coming out and watering them. Well, the day before, I didn't come in this part of the garden, so I didn't come out and set the sprinklers, wet them up and everything. So when I go over there to set the sprinkler up in one place or whatever, I'm saying relaxing day, relaxing day. But as I'm walking by, I see tomato plants that done start to get too big, so they now leaning over to the ground. As you can see, we already had start staking them up and everything to make sure, they don't sag on the ground for no long period of time. But there was some other ones over there, and they was looking droopy. So we going over to the cucumbers to get, spread a little water on them. And as I'm walking by, the tomato plants is drooped over like this. And all I could think of was the song that came in my mind while I say, plants speak to you, but in a different way. All I could hear as I was walking past as the tomato plant. Feed me, Simone. Feed me all night long. Well, if you feed me, Simone, I'll grow up big and strong. So, I looked over at the tomato plants and I was like, not today. I'll get you tomorrow. And had to walk on. You see, but your plants be saying something to you. Like if they show up a little light, it's like you going to the beach and you forget to put your suntan lotion on. and then that sun burn you up. Your skin be telling the rest of the world, she been baked. Same way when you come out here, sometimes your plants can be a little lighter green. Then at that point, they really saying, "Feed me. I need some chicken poop. Can you please give me some food?" By the change of their colors, your plants talk to you in the same way that you talk to anybody else. It's just a different language. You have to learn. Hey, Shalissa, good morning. So, but your plants be talking to you, and you can talk to them. And honey, they ain't gonna tell nobody, nobody. They ain't gonna tell nobody what you said. They ain't gonna get try they let their leaves wither up and fall off before they tell one of your secrets. You can tell them about anything, leave all your troubles out here, right in the garden. And all of your troubles you give to them, they still put out beauty when you give them when you give your garden your problems. you know. So go outside and dig in some soil. You ain't even got to do it outside. Ain't that right, Miss Coffee? You ain't got to do it outside. You can do it inside. Don't let, I don't like working outside. I don't like being out there. Okay, then there's a remedy for you too. You ain't got to go and grow nothing outside. You can grow right inside your house. Don't tell me nothing about, oh, I got an apartment. Don't let me get into telling you how now you can have a whole garden growing in your apartment. Uh, And I said inside. You got a porch. You got a walkway to get inside your house. I know nothing. You don't got no excuses. You got windows. You got window sills. You can grow something inside of your house. And then a bonus that go along with it. If you grow something, think about something a destination you trying to get to in your mind, something you want to accomplish, and tie it to that plant that you growing. And notice I said that plant. Start off with one plant, pour into that plant and watch it start to pour back into you. And sooner or later, that plant will be speaking to the place that you're trying to go to and through. Um, and watch you and see you and the plant as your plant start to bear fruit. The fruit of what's really happening in your real life will manifest the same way the fruit on the tree on your plants grow. You ain't gotta believe me. All you gotta do is try it and see. Try it and see. Go anywhere else that you see people doing gardening. And my channel is just not about gardening. We talk about all kinds of things over here. The conversation can be anywhere and everywhere. A box of chocolate over here. um, but we do talk about growing a lot of food. I always try and show something in the garden or whatever. This channel is really about life, my life, point blank period. The garden is just a big part of my life. So what else I was saying, let me think. Well, while I think, then y'all just listen to the sprinklers. Y'all listen to the sprinklers, because y'all know I be having 500 thoughts at one time, and i gotta I gotta pick and choose which ones I'm willing to let go right now. Right now, it feels weird to be sitting right here because yesterday I had a rest day. And so now it's like, what next can I do? But I actually want to work in that area right there that has nothing, where we just took our squash from out of there. And I think I'm going to do just 3 rows of carrots and see how they do. It don't matter what we put there, long as we growing something. And that's what we about over here. Growing, growing. Put in life and out here in this garden. Growing. Okay, y'all. I think my little break, my little 10 minute, how many break? I took a 15-minute break, 2 more minutes. Um, I'm gonna get back to it, not to tilling, but I'm finna get ready to dig up this part right here and put us some carrots there. Yeah, we're gonna put some carrots right there. Y'all see this sunflower right here? That's in all the wrong place. They supposed to be over there. But I'm gonna let them make it right here. That's one row. Our sugar cane that we gotta find somewhere out here to plant it. Okay, let me get y'all. Um, Good morning, Share with Shay. Um, Trinette Watts. Thank you very much. Welcome to the chat. Um, Making my way to the car, listening. Making my way downtown, walking. All right, Miss Coffee. Let me show y'all what we just did. I don't know if you can see it when I'm pointing it down just like that, but I just created 3 rows that we gonna now walk down. This planted his own self there. That's a sunflower. Sunflower is always a beautiful addition to whatever you growing. And it just grow in the midst of it. And you don't know which one of them you gonna get. It can be a real colorful sunflower. It can be a reddish looking one. It can be a yellow and red one. I mean, they come in all kinds of colors. Even the big yellow ones, they even pretty. So I always welcome a good old sunflower, no matter where it goes. So this the row we just did. We just did 3 rows, drudged them up, tilled them up, 3 rows, and now we gonna go down and we gonna sprinkle us some carrot seeds in here and see what gonna happen. And then I got some other things to do too over in this area that we gonna keep on working on throughout the day. So let's get ready and put our carrots in. So many be in the pack too when you dealing with carrots. So I hope I'm positioning this camera right. Cause y'all know I be like I'm handicapped when you come down to the camera. Okay, let's find this. Okay, first before I can do that, I got to first find this in our seed collection. And you want to see what our seed collection is all over this table. I don't know, we was questioning that kale yesterday. Now I found the carrot right towards the end. This another thing. I don't never have good luck with corn. But let me tell you what, we had a couple of corns up there that, you know, that grow, and they did good without giving no attention to them. But I didn't grow them at the time of the season when they say you should plant them. And so I'm thinking, just like we were supposed to find out about we were supposed to find out at what time we should plant the squash and zucchini. But hey, y'all, I already got a remedy for our squash and zucchini because I got me some grow lights, so I'm gonna grow squash and zucchini inside our shed on our table where we started our other little plant set. So we gonna, but let's. Carrot cake tastes a little bit better than just regular old carrots, but eat carrots. You know, carrot cake made with a whole bunch of carrots. I ain't never know that before, and I always thought ain't no way in the world I'm finna like no cake that's made out of carrots. Carrot cake is pretty good. Homemade is what I know about now. I don't know about no box. I know none of that stuff. So get you a good old homemade recipe, and I think you can't go wrong with that. Okay, now let me give y'all a look inside this pack to see how many seeds we actually dealing with. I think that's about 1,000,000 seeds right there. So carrot seeds are very, very, very tiny. Let me pour some into my hand so you all can just get the gist of. You see how little those carrot seeds is? So we about to spread all of these down. And I ain't gonna keep any of them. I'm gonna use every single one of them. Okay. The directions say to plant them 12 inches apart. Um, so seeds germinate in rows 12 inches apart. So they wanted the rows to be the two rows to be like 12 inches between each row. You see, I didn't do that. Y'all, do your thing how you want to do it. I always tell y'all that I don't be following the rules like that right there. I do whatever I think gonna work best for me, and I'm gonna either succeed or I'm gonna fail at it. Either way, I'm gonna learn a lesson. So do your thing the way you want to do it, and we'll see if it works my way. Whether we want to do it this way again or not. Okay, y'all. So y'all know I don't never label my stuff, but I just went and like snatched my whole head rag off, and y'all know I'll be on here just as free as a jaybird, not even thinking about any of having no hair wrapped up. But I try and keep it because sometimes when I come from out here, I have every kind of leaf or whatever in my hair from out here, and so I just washed my hair. So I kind of want to keep her straight until I'm ready to wet her up again. All right, a new way to wrap. So here we is. This gonna be my only way of knowing what kind of carrots you planted, girl. Cause other than that, I don't be labeling nothing. And I used to try to keep these little things right here. I used to put tape on them, to cover them up from the weather, and then stick them over the top of over the stick or whatever. But I told y'all about we had a dog that he don't like labels, so he don't like name brand. So every time I make a label on what we growing or something, he come and rip it off. So he ain't been in this part of the garden right here, but every now and then he come back here. Um, and I don't want him to see no labels back here, and then he think, oh, good, mom put these out for me. No, sir. I'm gonna just leave that alone for right now. Until he learn a little bit better. So we ain't gonna put no labels out. So now we know what kind of carrots we put it. I documented it here on the tube so we can see what kind of carrots we grow. Just in case somebody say what kind of carrots them was that you planted up, because all I be caring about is carrots. Hey, Tasha speaks. Hey, share with Shay. Let me go back and see. Okay, thank you, Anita F. Hi, I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for coming through and checking on us over here, tilling up some soil. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. That's how you help me till up soil over here when you come through, or you can hit the dislike button. I know I ain't did anything to make you dislike me. I don't guess, but I'll take it. While I never knew carrots had seeds. Guess what, Shell with Shay? I ain't know either. And as a matter of fact, while I was sprinkling them down in the ground, I was thinking, where do you get the seeds from for the carrots? So then, you know what that means? We gotta leave some down in the ground to see, do it come to like a flowering stage, because it got to like the top of it. Any other gardeners or whatever in here? Because I told y'all I ain't no professional. I just throw the stuff in the ground. I like stuff to look nice and neat. So you know, I can't really tell you nothing about it. I've never seen a carrot go to seed. So I was wondering the same thing while I'm putting them down. Where did the seeds come from? So like the top of, like, I'll show you, like, my onions that I have going up there. Like the top of it grow like this bulb, and in that bulb has the seeds for you to plant more onions. I have never seen that happen with carrots before, and maybe I just ain't left them in the ground long enough for them to go to seed. Collard greens go to seeds. My lettuce go to seed. That's why I don't never have to replant anything. In other places where I grew lettuce at before, it all goes to seed. And guess what? When it go to seed, I don't never pull it up. I let it just go to seed wherever it do. And then sometimes if I have way too many of them, I'll get them and feed them to my chickens. But guess what? If my chickens eating them and then they poop them back out and they kick them all over the place, they'll have lettuce growing all around their chicken pen and all of that, their kind of stuff. So, I've seen all of that stuff go to seed before, but never a carrot. So we gonna find out. We gonna find out together, I guess. And how many carrots you think you'll get out of one seed? Um, I don't know, but I've known that, like, you plant one seed in something, and most of the time, if you plant one seed, you usually don't get just back one. Because there's been times like I can plant a tomato seed, and I don't only get one tomato plant from that one seed. How that happens, I don't know. So As little as they is, you would think you won't only get one. You may not even get a carrot out of that little bitty tiny seed. You see how tiny those seeds is? I mean, they little. So, I don't know, but I have grown carrots before, but actually several times, different varieties I've grown. I've just never let them stay in the ground to see if I can get more seeds. And maybe we should do that with some of them to see can we get more seeds instead of maybe one day having to go and buy some old seeds. Cause y'all know keep I try and keep my seeds from one year to the other, but I still get gifted seeds and other plants and stuff like that. So of course I gotta come out here, and spread some of the love. Don't hold on to it. So yeah, so I'm thinking Shay probably get one one carrot out of each seed. We gonna see what all we gonna get. But usually I do carrots do very well over here, but I've never put them in the ground before because I just think the ground moles probably will run through them, just eat them all up or whatever. But I also too remember that my daddy said like to start a fire in a place where you have ground moles at, and then spread the ashes around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the ashes after I cover up, because I got some ashes over here where I had started a fire at before. So I'm gonna take that and sprinkle a little bit of the ashes over it and see do it help. And if the ashes don't help for getting rid of the ground mold, one thing I do know ashes help with, because you do know you can burn a fire and you can take the ashes from your fire, especially if it's trees or whatever you're burning, and you can put the ashes on your plants to use as a fertilizer. I think I said that right. Y'all don't, you know, look your own information up. I'll try to give you little bits and pieces, but I do know it helped my plant. Just think about this. You ever see when a forest catch on fire or something like that, right? And you look at it and you're like, golly, it's messed up. But go back and look at it after, it done consumed all of the ashes and all of that stuff. The stuff come back so beautiful and green. So, just think about it in that way. Um, Ashes work good on, you know, those kinds of things. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna cover our carrots up. I ain't even see how much. Let me see how much soil it say. And to be honest with you, I never even follow the directions on this thing because I've never planted carrots before. And on this packet says put thin soil over the top of it. So I want y'all. Let me put the pack up close to the thing so you can read for yourself. If later on you want to come back and see how you got some seeds, it got the directions on the back of it. But like I said, I usually keep my seeds from the year before or whatever. Um, and so I don't be knowing what the directions say or how to plant them or whatever. I plant them how I want to plant them, whatever feel good to me. And sometimes there's a consequence for that, and sometimes there's a great consequence for doing what I do. It turn out great or it turn out really bad. But in this case, this is going to turn out good. I've already planted carrots before. What I'm saying is usually when I sprinkle them down in there, and being that we put them inside of this, it's down in like a trench, right? Being that it's in the trench, I would take the water, not necessarily the water sprinkler, but I would go down this right here. I already have my hand sprayer out here. I will go down that right there and spray it, and then so the dirt that's on the sides of the trenches that I just dug, it will fall over the top of the seeds a little bit, barely burying them, and I let them go from there. But if you're a first timer, I would encourage you to Mm, I don't even know because y'all look where I'm telling you right now. I done followed the way the back of the packet said. Sometimes my husband say some. I don't never like to read the directions. I just kind of like to do my own thing and see where it's gonna work out. So I don't be following the directions on the packages or whatever. Um, I just do my thing. So, but if that's what you feel more comfortable doing, following directions, then I suggest you follow them. So I just don't. Um, and then another thing, I was talking to my husband about the pigs yesterday, and surprisingly, he said something nice. Cause I don't have no mushy husband, and he don't say a whole bunch of things. He say some things, and it be very very funny. But ever mushy. So yesterday we was talking about, or we was talking, well, last night we was talking about Oreo. Look at Miss Coffee going, hey Oreo. So last night we was talking about the pigs, and I was like, I told him, I say, you should see Oreo. I say, when I tell him the people on the camera said hi to him and everything, I say, he just get all carried away and start going. And then I heard my husband say, and he's so gentle with kids. Huh? I ain't never heard him say nothing like he say. And he's very gentle with kids. He's so gentle and loving towards kids and everything. I was like, honey, I almost had a neck fracture the way I turned around and looked at him, and I was like, cause see, you have to understand that he the one I keep telling y'all every time. He the one tend to the pigs, right? So why this live say I've been live for 39 minutes? That's how long I been. What I did, stopped and restarted again. I don't know. But he say I say he the one that take care of the pigs and stuff, right? So this is the story every day. You already know when your daddy headed back there to the pig pen to go feed the pigs and everything. You already know when he come back in the house, he gonna be saying every cuss word, every curse word it gonna be when he come back in there, right? You already know. So one of the worst things is, okay, you know, pigs love to wallow in mud and stuff like that. They love to get wet, wet down and all of that stuff. He don't mind doing all of that stuff, but the thing is, this his thing. Even though he wanted the pigs and we got the pigs and raising them, and then it's not our first time having them. Just the stories of him going out to take care of them and come back in, and then he come back in and they be done slung they pig mud and stuff on them. Cause let me tell you something. If you ever got splashed by what the pigs wallow around in, where they wet spaces at and stuff like that, it gives a stain like no other. You can't get that stain out of it. Once they hit you, it's like permanent mark. It don't go nowhere. So he go out there, and soon as he start to try and put water in their bowl. He trying to wait until he get them fed and all of that stuff. You know. So now he feed them, and then he put water down there. And the first thing they do is when he put water in their bowls and stuff. The first thing they do is the pigs hurry up and dive into the water. I be laying it splashing. We don't got no we got one little pig, but then we got one that's like 250 pounds, and then Oreo maybe like around 500-600 pounds. Um maybe. So when we say they lay down and like splash into it, yeah, it make him real nasty. So whenever he come back in the house, he come back saying a whole bunch of cuss words. And to hear him say last night, oh, and he's so gentle with the kids and everything. I was like, maybe the prayer's starting to kick in. I don't know, but I know I was shocked to hear him say. that he's so gentle, and he love for people to go up and talk to him. He love the kids, but when we first got him, like you know, we used to be out there with the little the long sticks and stuff like that. The kids would get a stick or a piece of bamboo or whatever and scratch him on his back and all that. So he fell in love with all of that stuff. But the other ones is like really, really wild or whatever. But you talking about somebody doing something, arguing and fussing about, and he every day he'd be like, I'm gonna get rid of them MFs. I'm gonna get rid of all them MFs. I'm sick of them damn pigs. So y'all have to understand he go out there every day, and when he come back in, he talking cash money junk about the pigs all the time. And then he keep on saying, I'm gonna sell all of them MFers, every last one of them. And then I just turn around and say, except for Oreo. So Oreo, I'm trying to say you, boy. Your daddy said all y'all leaving. But another day on the farm. It is what it is. Okay, let me go over here and hit our carrots with some water, and then I probably snip down a few of these little trees and stuff that I want to get rid of over here. I'm doing a multitasking of everything, and thank y'all for being here to um share on my little breaks that I keep getting. It's good to have somebody to sit down to the table and talk to on my little breaks. So we'll be right back. Let's go water down our carrots and some other things. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip that palm tree and that little tree over there and hope our little stick cooperates with us to be able to get that done. Y'all know we gotta do some extra stuff out here because this the second year that we did the garden out here. But y'all actually seen last year all we had was just this little part right here. Now we had tomatoes and okra growing out here, and then everything else we had up in the front. But this year we have expanded a whole lot back here in the back. So um, there's a lot more work to do. And I already told y'all I got 100 projects going on at the same time because we inside the house ripping up tiles, ripping up tiles and all of that good stuff in there. So we got a lot of stuff going on at one time. Now, how long it gonna take us to get it all done? I don't know. I guess we got time. had to get this as a reminder that I need to put up something here to help my black eyed peas, like grab on, lean against some things. That's one of the things I can say that I did forget, that the black eyed peas. I don't even remember if it's like a vine, like with the little tassels or something on it. But I definitely know that black eyed peas need support in some sort of a way. So I'm gonna put this one steak here, and I'll put the other ones down later and write some things to support them. But this is my reminder that this one other thing that I gotta do. Okay. Okay, y'all. Um, hey, I'm Shauna. I have planted tomato. Okay, come through, Anita. Right out. Okay, girl, let me take a break. I'm about to get excited. Already, I see somebody saying they growing. Somebody say they growing. Anita F says, hey, Miss Shauna, I have planted tomatoes. Come through. Yes, yes. Banana peppers. Now, see, Miss Anita, I don't even have no banana peppers growing, and I actually like banana peppers. Actually eat jalapeno peppers a lot, and I don't even have any of those. And rosemary. For your info, for those that didn't know, you can buy veggie and fruit plants and trees with EBTs. You ain't doing nothing but telling the truth, Miss Anita. I got a short that said, that talk about that. Take your food stamps and go and shop in places. You see plants and stuff that they have sitting to the side. I know one store that's good for it. Aldi's. Aldi's sell a lot of like blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, all those kinds of things. Take your food stamp card and yes, use them to get some of those fruit bushes. And you don't have to do no whole bunch with those. You put them in the ground, water them for a little while. Very low maintenance. But congratulations to you, Miss Anita, for growing. Yes, going in the store. Talk to you later. Okay, Miss Coffee. Good morning, no drama. Good morning to you. Thank you for coming through. I'll be popping back in again. All righty then. Hey, Shawanda, how you doing today? Um, stop, stop snitching on. Yeah, he know it's true. I even told him last night. I said, "Oh, you shocked me with that one right there." He started laughing. He started laughing at me. Child, y'all wait till some of the things that he be saying. You'll hear it come out every now and then. He real. I ain't gonna even say he a little rough around the edges. He real rough around the edges. So, but yeah, you just wait until he had me cracking up because that's just to hear him say that, and after all the junk I done heard him talk coming in from out this door, messing with these pigs. But hey, okay. But I am so happy to hear that y'all is growing. He said, Shay, stop snitching. No, see, technically, I can't be um snitching on him because see none of the things that he did like I wasn't in agreement with each other, so like we weren't working that together. I know nothing, his part he agreed on, so you know let me quit. Yeah, I told him he should let me record him one of these nights when he telling some of the stories that he be telling from back in the days, because my husband and I had a whole bunch of adventures a bunch of them. And but when you can turn around and laugh or make fun of some of the mistakes and the hard times you had in your life and laugh about them, um, you done got over the hump when you can go back and laugh at the things that you know we'll call the mistakes we make in life. Especially when you ain't in that place no more. So, but you all, I'm going to get ready to end because I got a couple of other things that I want to do. And me being on here with y'all keep me back here in this one place when I be back and forth doing different things throughout the day. So I got a couple of phone calls and situations that I need to take care of. And I spent the better part of the morning with you all. We love that if he shared that. But let me tell you something. He don't want nothing to do. He don't want nothing to do with no YouTube or no nothing like that. I told him, I said you should. I said one of these days. I said when you in here telling these stories or whatever. I said I'm gonna hit the record button and I'm gonna just be recording you. You ain't gonna know I'm recording you, but. I ain't gonna do him like that. I asked him, will he? Can I just hit the record button when we in there talking one night and just record the story and then like shorten it up or whatever. But he be telling some funny jokes, some funny stuff about like what happened back in the days or whatever. So um I don't have to record him. I can come on and tell the stories too sometimes. But I told him I think that joke can have his own page and just tell him about some of the things that happened back in the days, with him or whatever. But yeah, them old cats don't want nothing to do with this. I barely made it here. Don't blame him. People can be cruel. You better believe it. You better believe it, they can be. So, and I done had to karate chop a couple of them, a couple of them in my little time that I done been on here. But, for the most part, what I try and pay attention to is the good outweigh the bad, is what I'll say. There are more good people here than there are evil people. And maybe I might have a difference of opinion. And, you know, it ain't coming my way. I can only speak of what my experience is over here, and it's been pretty good. So I can't complain. As long as I continue to be able to be a part of somebody picking up and growing from their situation, and things start manifesting in their life, I'm all for that. The minute somebody come over here and they got a different, and again, I don't mind having no conversations about anything. We can talk about it. And we can all respect each other's opinions and where we are. And then that way we get to bounce off of each other and probably look at it in a different at a different perspective from other people's opinions or whatever. And we ain't got to fight about everything. So you know, over here we just want to grow. You know how Plies be saying, you wanna argue. I don't want to argue. I just want to make some money. So we over here trying to stay, good. And sometimes conversations can be heated, voices can be raised, but if we can ultimately end in a good place, that's all I'm worried about over here. We growing, you know. Every now and then adults get into things where they argue back and forth with each other. It don't have to get nasty and we both can say what we need to say and not get disrespectful with it or whatever, and still state what we got to say and keep it moving and still be adults about it. That's the greatest thing about being an adult. You can do what you want to do. So and then if doing whatever it is you want to do get too much for me over here where I live at, then I just say goodbye to you. That's all. So but so far, you know the good is definitely outweighing the bad. And as long as I can see people growing or trying to get to that place or whatever, then that mean I've potentially helped out one person. So, and hopefully we continue moving in that way. Will we moving on up? I don't know we moving to the east or the west side, but you know, we moving up. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to end. This has been Life with Tashanna, where sometimes life can be, not sometimes, life is like a box of chocolate. You never ever know what you're gonna get. um but over here, we are called the high class gardeners, and that just means we make sure we growing at all times, and whatever we're growing, we connect it with our real life, and so we can see the manifestations of what we plant in the garden is what we come out here and harvest. Be careful of the seeds that you plant, but the high class part just means that making sure that we have food growing all times of the year, but we don't play with no snakes, no bugs, and no worm, and that qualifies us as high class. Cause somebody say, "How you gonna be a gardener and you scared of bugs?" She said, "That's what we call high class." I say, "Well, then that's what we gonna be over here. We gonna be the high class gardeners because we don't play with no bugs, no worms, and no snakes, and that can be connected to your real life. And that's what we do over here. We connect the garden to our real life. So we don't like snake, bugs, and worms over here. But sometimes they can be good in the garden. you know, there's things they have a purpose too in the garden. We just don't like them to stick around for long. But thank you all for coming through and spending your time with me because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to spend it over here with us and grow. So thank you for being over here. And if you haven't already became a high class gardener, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button and become a gardener over here, or to hit that like button and till up some gardening. Any information you hear over here, don't mind sharing it with somebody who it may be for, because I told you we have all kinds of conversations over here. And you will be surprised you step in here some of these days of the conversations we have over here. But until then, don't blame him. People can be cruel. Right. You absolutely right about that. So okay, my dear, please enjoy your day. You all do the same thing. Thank you, share with Shay, and I absolutely am going to try and enjoy my day and get some of this stuff done that I need to get done with. But thank you all for helping me get through those things. And until next time, this has been Life with Tashanna. Sometimes Shauna. See y'all next time.